are back! We are back!
It's showtime.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
We got a roll program.
Kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
All right, all right, all right.
Welcome, everybody. On behalf of the Jordan family and the entire staff, welcome to Wiscasset Speedway. This is your track announcer, Ken Minot, ready to bring you the call of today's race program. The most important rule while you're here today, have fun.
Welcome all my friends. Welcome all my friends. Welcome all again.
The drivers are ready. The crew is ready. We hope you're ready too. It's race time at Wiscasset Speedway. Get settled in, folks. The show starts now.
Hey, shake and bake, Cal. Woo! Shake and bake!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on opening day at Wiscasset Speedway, and first up, I'm going to talk to the 11 Pro Stock. Yeah, that's right. I said Pro Stock, ladies and gentlemen, of Matty Beers. He's bumping up from the Super Streets. Tell me about it, Matty.
Well, I don't know if I fell and bumped my head or not, but we figured after the last couple of years of Super Street racing, it's time to try something different.
But you told me you didn't sell it yet. Well, you said your daughter might get into it eventually, or you want to bring it back out for the 100-lapper, so yeah. We're glad that you're still supporting the Super Street class a little bit.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it yet. My daughter, she's going to drive it eventually after she gets some seat time in her other car, and of course I'll be in it once in a while, 100-lapper and some other big races. Just can't bring myself to get rid of it.
Yeah, of course. Now, tell me about this beautiful Pro Stock. I know the body looks gorgeous on there. I mean, it is set up straight. It looks fabulous, but you know, we want to find out about underneath the body. Where'd you get the chassis? Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's a 17 distance car. Came from Scotty Hall. I picked it up from him middle of last summer. Left it in the garage on jack stands for a while, and figured after hunting season and stuff, we'd put some time in on it and get it together, and everything fell together right, and we made it here today.
All right, Matt, are you feeling confident?
So. I mean, the car's driving good, but obviously I'm new in a big class like this. Still a lot of nerves going. Contemplating if I wanted to start where I finish or take the rear and just finish the day and keep it in one piece, but we'll make that decision after the heat race.
All right, thanks, Matty. Have fun out there.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
And the Norms Used Cars, number 94, we appreciate you and Norms always supporting the racetrack. Garrett, tell me about your plans this season.
Oh, everything's just kind of up in the air. Just, just going to go and race, everything that we can. And, we'll come up here a couple more times, hoping to do the close to 200 as well. Just looking forward to a good year racing and getting out there.
Now you said Coastal. That's a late model race. Did you mean Boss Hog, or you actually are going to run a late model?
Late model.
Okay. Is that going to look the same as it's still 94, or is that a different ride?
It'll be 94.
Is it going to be the same car?
It might be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's keeping the secrets. All right. Well, Garrett, how's the 94 Pro Stock looking today?
We just kind of missed it a little bit on the bump earlier and just kind of had to mess around with that a little bit some more, and getting better for sure. We got the heat. We'll use that as another practice, and hopefully just keep the car in one piece for the feature, and hopefully, we'll end up with a top 5.
Yeah, certainly. We got a stout field. 15 on opening day is pretty good. Usually opening day is a little rusty. We might get 7 or 8 and people start filtering in, but man, our Pro Stock class is really looking stout, comparable with everybody else in New England.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of excitement and different drivers that are here that, trying to clean the cobwebs off after, the winter, so it'll be fun.
And, shoot, I wanted to ask you something else, but I forgot it. Well, that's Garrett Hall, everybody. I know, I was going to say, you're mostly a tour racer, so we just appreciate you coming out for the weekly classes. I know you're not going to be running for points, but we'll definitely look forward to you the few times that you join us.
Absolutely, thank you. I appreciate it. It's always fun coming up here and running, so we'll see.
All right, thanks, Garrett. See you.
Thank you.
Next up, we got Mike Orr, a name that we haven't heard too much in recent years. Mike, we're super pumped to have you back out there. You're running the 35 Super Street.
Yeah.
And tell us how that situation came about.
I'm not sure, really. I tried getting in it last year on a 100 lapper because Mikey Wallace used to work on my Pro Stock with me, and that didn't turn out. So apparently they parted ways over the winter, and they asked me to drive it.
So you're going to be in it every week?
We'll be in it every week, yeah.
That's awesome to hear. Mike Orr, when's the last time that you ran a Pro Stock around here? I know that you had many.
4 years ago. 4 years.
4 years since Mike Orr has been in his Pro Stock around here, and certainly glad to have you back in the Sportsman Super Street. How does it feel? Competitive, or you just going to go out there and take it easy?
We'll find out in heat. I ain't taking it easy, but we'll find out in heat race.
All right, good luck, Mike.
Yeah. All right, thanks, buddy.
Next up, I got Nick Calvert in the 07 Pro Stock, and Nick, when you first got in the Pro Stocks, it was not known to me that was a waffle or raffle winning car, right?
Yep.
I didn't know that last year, but I learned it through the grapevine when you just won a second car, and everybody was talking on Facebook, in the comments, talking about how you won the first one, and you're just an extremely lucky guy. You've won 2 race cars, huh?
Apparently, yeah. I got lucky the first time. I was racing limited at the time. Won a Pro Stock off of Nick Cusack. Raced that. Obviously, we had a little misfunction and totaled that 5 races in. This off season, won another limited, and I actually ended up selling that car. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you already got some and you don't want to go limited racing, you can just sell it and keep the cash, and you still, won a pretty good prize.
Exactly. Yeah, I had like $300 invested into it, and so all the money proceeds I won from that, I put into this Pro Stock. So we're pretty happy with that.
So you totaled one last year, and you got a new one now?
Yeah. So I totaled the winning car, the one I won with last year, and then I bought this Dale Shaw car mid-season last year, and we've been with the Dale Shaw program ever since.
All right. Well, is this the same body, or last year you were running the older style body, right?
Yeah, I was running the ABC body last year. This year we stripped the car down, had it powder coated, sandblasted, updated, and then put the Gen 6 body, Mustang body on it.
She's looking pretty sharp. Is it going as fast as it looks?
I've actually, faster than it was last year, so I'm happy. Now it's just a matter of getting a little bit faster so I can hopefully compete with Douglas and get a win out of him.
All right, and last question, Nick. Are your waffle entries over, or are you going to keep at it?
Oh, I keep on at it. Every time I see a waffle out there, I try to get it, because you never know when you're going to be the lucky one to get it. Both times I've won it, though, was with a number 7 chip.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they usually do like 100 chips maybe, and you always request number 7?
Yeah, I always get 7, and if there's like, one of them was like, there's 200 chips, I got 7 and a 107. So, but each time I've won it with a 7 chip.
Nice. Nick Calvert, everybody. Good luck out there, my man.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
All right, next up I got Keith Drost, and you might remember this face and name from the Strictly Shootout winner last year, the final Strictly event last year, and he's given up the Strictly after that big win, moving up to the Super Street class. So Keith, how do you like it?
So far, so good. It's going to take a little getting used to, but I think we'll get her.
Now, was this a last-minute deal to bump up to this class? I don't think you were talking about it 2 months ago, were you?
I was not. It kind of was a last minute, so we're still scrambling to get ready. So this week might not be great, but it will be next, maybe.
But you started off strong with a fast car. This is Tiger Colby's old car?
Yes, it is, yeah.
So she's treating you pretty well?
Treating me really good, yes.
All right, so we're going to just want to let the fans know why Yosemite Sam is on the car, and that's just to carry on your outlaw shootout win. You know, you're the cowboy. You get the picture with the cowboy hat and all, and hopefully you can keep up that reputation in the Super Street.
Let's hope so. And also the guy that did those graphics on here, where's he hiding? Right here, look. He had some really great ideas with great sponsors, so yeah, doing good.
We got a big sponsor on the car, JM Builders, a huge supporter, whether it's go-kart racing, super late model racing, now a Super Street. Johnny McCarron, he's got his name all over everything.
Yes, he does, yeah. Yeah, great guy.
All right, Keith, have fun out there.
All right, thank you.
All right, I think we're going to cap it off with Will Collins. He's in a different car as well. I'm trying to make the rounds to people that are in unfamiliar cars, and Will Collins is one of them as well in a Super Street. Still his number 25, but if you see here on the roof, it says Short Straw. There's not a real name on this car, Will, so you drew the Short Straw this week?
I'm the lucky one. Here we go. It was going to be MG, but he just decided he didn't have laps, so here I am. Today's the first day I've seen the car.
You've seen it? Yeah. How's she feel?
It was okay till we put new tires on, then it just went way, way tight, so we're fighting that right now.
So MG Severson. MG Severson might be racing this car eventually. What is your guys' history? I know he's been like practically a crew chief for you for a long time, right?
Yeah, MG's my uncle.
Oh, your uncle, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's our relationship.
Okay, well there's relation, but then he's also been turning wrenches on the race car for a long time, and you guys just wanted to help him get behind the wheel?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan, get him back, doing it again. You know, Josh Morgan is going to also drive it some too, is the plan. So they're going to kind of switch back and forth, and I'm just here to work the bugs out of it, get it going the best I can.
And then we got Landon Tapley. You think he might turn the wheel on this too?
I don't know. You have to ask his mom on that one. I don't know.
So we got 4 candidates possibly that might get a chance at drawing the Short Straw on a weekly basis, right?
Sounding like that, yes.
I like it. All right, Will. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
with that, a happy opening day, everybody. How you doing out there? You guys ready?
It's my favorite holiday, Ken.
Yes, we are here in the new look Wiscasset Speedway Ford Mustang pace car. Thanks to Norm's Used Cars, we'll roll the first division out on the track for the 2023 season. It is the Gosline Insurance Super Streets to start off the show today. 20 cars strong for the Super Streets today on opening day. This will be the first of 2 heat races for the Super Streets. They'll have a pair of 10-lap heat races to go along with their Spotlight 40-lap feature this afternoon. I want to thank you guys all for joining us as the cars get ready to cross up and go. David Greenleaf, a.k.a. Speedleaf, is on the point in the 58. Josh St. Clair in car number 33, still driving for Mike Hodgkins, but got a new look on the car this year. Mike Orr back in action at the 2-time champion in the number 35 to his outside, the K1 kid Kenny Harrison in the 85. Morris Young, 7-time champion in the number 03 to his outside. Another multi-time champion, Will Collins, back in a Super Street for the first time in 16 years. Bubba Pelton in the number 27. Kevin Sherman outside in the number 11. Keith Dross, the rookie in the 74, up from the Strickleys. And DJ Moody in the number 34 will fill out the field here for heat number 1. Lights are off on the Norm's Used Cars Ford Mustang pace car. Means we're going green next time around as we kick off the season with Group 1. And as always, to get you the heat race action, we'll turn it over to my partner in crime, Mr. Nick Huff. Welcome back, Nick.
Thank you, Ken. The first green flag of 2023 is about to wave. Let's crank it up. And from the high side, Josh St. Clair clears Greenleaf and drops down low. Greenleaf now left to try to fend off Kenny Harrison in the 85. Already looks like a little bit of damage on the 85. That nose is crunched in. I didn't catch what happened there. Lots of downforce pushing down on that nose on Harrison's 85 car, though. Trouble for Mike Orr. A flat right front tire puts the 35 out of harm's way, and he drops off the pace. Will Collins will pass and move up to 4th now. And that's going to put Mo Young in the 03 into the top 5 with pressure from Bubba Pelton. Tough break for Mike Orr. Flat right front tire. He'll head pit side. Josh St. Clair putting on a clinic. Out to a straightaway margin and coming around for halfway through the first heat of 2023. David Greenleaf comfortably in second. Now Harrison is trying to fend off the hard charge coming on from the 25 of Will Collins. Josh St. Clair pushing that car to the limits. She sounded like it was squealing going into 1, trying to find that edge on the 33 car. Mo Young still holding on to the top 5 with Pelton in the 27 all over the rear bumper. 2 laps to go in the first of 2 Super Street heats. Pelton now to the high side, trying to crack the top 5, and the 11 of Kevin Sherman is right there to look to the inside. White flag in hand for St. Clair. Greenleaf looks like he might be able to hold on for second. Third is still up for grabs. Kenny Harrison trying to fend off Will Collins coming to the checkered. 3 wide for 5th place. It is Mo Young, folks. 3 wide for 5th.
Andy Caherl, the rookie out of Biddeford, and the two-time champ Jason Oakes, and we're going green.
Still neck and neck with Benincasa and Ripley. Small contact going into 3. Ripley trying to hang on. Ryan Ripley in the 09 will clear Benincasa. Now Haggett in the 54 looking to the high side, trying to crack the top 2. Last year's champion and Super Street 100 winner in the 05. No, that's 50, that is. The 50 of Brett Osmond. Haggett unable to run on the high side as he tried to get around Benincasa. Starting to fade back a little bit, and last year's champion is going to take over 3rd. And Benincasa playing nicely with Osmond. She'll move up and give up the inside to Brett Osmond. Halfway flags for Ryan Ripley. Noah Haggett will slide underneath as well, and Nicole Benincasa will get shuffled back to 4th. And the father of Brett Osmond is in the 05. That's James Osmond. He'll round out the top 5 currently. Father and son both out there in Super Street Heat number 2. Brett running in 2nd. James the father running in 5th. Two laps left, and Ryan Ripley is putting on a clinic here in Heat 2. White flag in hand for the 09 machine. Trouble for the 32 deep in the field. He fell off the pace and lost a couple spots. That's Brandon Sprague, as the checkered flag is going to wave for Ripley.
We'll turn them loose here for heat number 1.
Brackett's Market 4-cylinder Pro Stocks. A great class for climbing up through the ranks, which is what most of these drivers intend to do, including that leader of Reed Reno. Reed Reno comes from a long multi-generation of racing family, and I'll guarantee you we'll see him in a Pro Stock someday. But currently in the 77, leading the way in the Pro Stock, the 4-cylinder Pro Stock heat race. The 7B of Ben Burgess, hot on his tail, and Josh Hall make up your top 3 in a top 3 breakaway at the moment. Jack McKee trying to reel him in the 28. Nose to tail for the top 3. Things are gonna get interesting here. Reno, Burgess, and Hall under a blanket for the top 3. Reno is gonna pull up. Burgess is gonna stick a nose underneath, and they're dead even coming down the back chute. Burgess slips up coming out of 2, and Reno will clear once again coming to the halfway flags. Josh Hall takes a peek to the outside. Multi-time feature winner last season in the 117. Burgess back to the bottom. Reno is playing nice with giving up that inside line. close quarters going down the back chute. They are door to door, and Reno is keeping him pinched down as low as he can. All this time with them racing side by side is allowing Jack McKee to reel them in the 28, and he'll make it a 4-car breakaway. Burgess is going to take over the top spot with 2 laps left. Reno holding strong on the high side, and Josh Hall trying to follow up the inside. White flag in hand for Ben Burgess. Reno gets squirrely out of turn 4. Reno will gather it back up, but lose 2 spots due to the mishap and fall back to 4th. Checkered flag is going to be in hand, this time for the 7, Ben Burgess.
In the 11, and Mike Delaclevia in the Della Vecchia in the number 57. Del Vecchia.
Nick Balkelly in the 27 leads the way 2 laps in. Jacob Burns in tow in the 13. Holding down 3rd, it's Kyle Casey. Jake Kelly holds down 4th, and we've swapped him up for the top 5. Kevin Davis in the 10 cracks the top 5. A wobble by the 34. Kyle Casey loses a spot, and he's looking to lose another one. Kyle Casey in the 34 was 3rd just a lap ago, and now he's barely holding on to the top 5. Halfway through the first Legends Heat Race, and they're side by side for the top 5, Kyle Casey and David Stone. A little bit more wobble action by the 34. Kyle Casey trying to hang on to it with a slightly ill-handling car. He'll fight back hard on the high side and reclaim 5th. Meanwhile, up front, it is all Nick Bulkley and Jacob Burns. 2 cars running away with a straightaway margin at 2 laps to go this time. Bumper to bumper for 3rd place. Jake Kelly in the 85. And Kevin Davis in the 10, putting the pressure on, trying to crack the top 3 with 1 lap to go now. Two separate battles here on the final lap. A late charge for the lead coming to the checkered. Bulkley in the 27 trying to hang on from the 13 car. Bulkley is going to take the first heat win. A valiant effort by Jacob Burns in the 13. He'll settle for 2nd. And Jake Kelly holds on to 3rd after a fierce charge by Kevin Davis. Tyler Clerk in the 33, putting a few car lengths on that second place battle between Cole Roby and Kevin Gerard. Roby in the 29 holds down second. Kevin Gerard third, and here comes the 44, Trent Goodrow, with a charge on the rear bumper. Holding down the top 5 is James Anderson in the 25. Trouble for the 84, Matt Grant will head pit side. Anderson in the 25 has his hands full. Here comes Richie Helger Jr. in the 99, all over the rear bumper, looking to crack the top 5. Halfway through this one, and Tyler Clerk in the 33, putting on a clinic here in Heat 2 for the Nelcar Legends. The battle ensues for second place. Cole Roby in the 29 trying to fend off Kevin Gerard in the 19 for second and third. In the early running, Trent Goodrow in the 44 looked like he had something for the leaders, but has recently fell off, and he sits comfortably in fourth. Two laps remain, and we've got contact for second and third. Kevin Gerard looks like he has cut a right front tire in the 19. He'll come to a stop on the backstretch. White flag will come out for Tyler Clerk. In the 33, he has led it wire to wire and looks pretty comfy cozy with a 5-car length margin and 2 corners to go now. Side by side for Trent Goodrow and Cole Roby.
Pace cars in 10 laps ahead for the Thunder 4 Minis.
And already going for the top spot, it's none other than the 19, Zach Audette. We've got trouble back there for third. 3-wide action didn't work out so well. 77 getting totally sideways, and the 88 of Donnie Fletcher will motor on by to take over third now. Fletcher awfully high out of turn 2, and here comes the 81 trying to reel him down, Ryan Stillwell. '81 looking strong out of turn 2 once again, and he'll take a peek to the inside of Donnie Fletcher. I don't know much about race cars, but the 88 right front tire does look awfully low on tire pressure, and that could be the culprit for his serious push on corner exit. Fletcher's right front tire just about hitting the rim on the asphalt, and he's got a serious push, forcing him to fall back to 5th place now. So now it's a battle for 3rd place. Your new 3rd place sitter is the 81 of Ryan Stillwell, with Mike Golding in the 26 all over the rear bumper. Correction, the 25, Gunnar Gosline. Gunnar Gosline looking to the outside. Can he make it work? He has a tire to the outside going into 3, but looks like he's going to try a crossover coming out of turn 4. Back to the high side he goes. It is Days of Thunder out here with Gunnar Gosline all over the rearview mirror of the 81. They're going to single file up the inside underneath Mike Golding in the 26 car now with 2 laps to go for Audette. Stillwell takes over second. Gunnar Gosline follows up the inside for third. Mike Golding falls back to fourth. And we've got 1 lap to go for the first of 2 heats. Zach Audette, Mr. Excitement in the 19 car, is going to come around and pick up the checkered flag.
81 is
Audette picks up the first of 2 Thunder 4 mini heats brought to you by Sweatt's Concrete. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing with heat number 2. Yeah, Ken says we should call him Chipmunk. We'll see if that nickname sticks. The champion already pulling out to a 5-car length margin. Shane Weber in the 7. Trouble for the 37 CRX. Brody Cook with a massive smoke trail and severely off the pace. Hopefully he's not putting down anything slippery. Looks like they're going to black flag him anyways just to be safe. Can't have any fluids going down on the racetrack by the 37 car. Shane Weber continues to lead with Derek Cook in the 88 running second. And we got 3 cars right under a blanket for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Side by side, it's Mickey Landry in the 7X. Bruce Hall Jr. in the 57. And Ricky Austin in the 42. He might get a little impatient. Might make it some 3-wide action for that 3rd place position here at the halfway marker. Ricky Austin in the 42, all over the back bumper of those guys, running double file in front of him, seeing which one makes a move, and looks like the high side is going to make it happen. Mickey Landry in the 7X takes over 3rd, and Ricky Austin in the 42 now is going to try the high side around Bruce Hall in the 57. Shane Weber, the defending champion, showing exactly why he won that championship. He leads the way with 2 laps left. Looks like Derek Cook in the 88 is just a whisker faster than Shane Weber, but he will likely run out of time with 1 lap left. And then it's Weber's championship car in the other number 7 running in 3rd at the checkered flag. Heat 2 in the books for the Sweatt's Concrete Thunder 4 Minis. Shane Weber, Derek Cook, and Mickey Landry, your top 3.
And we are ready to rock and roll. Barry Morris will bring the pace car in and ready to go with heat number 1.
Don't get much tighter than that. 2x2 all the way through the field, but we've already got trouble. Oh my goodness, folks. 3 cars up in the wall.
Yeah, somebody checked up toward the front and just an accordion right there on the outside. So Harding will limp the 38 down pit road. Looks like mostly cosmetic damage. Maybe a little broken on the right front as well.
Once again, doesn't get any closer than that. Still too wide for the lead. McKeag Jr. working the high side with a tire out front over Miller Buzzell. And here comes Josh St. Clair trying to follow suit on the high side. Logan Melcher is going to bring it up tight in the 41, and we are under a blanket for the top 4. McKeag is just about clear. Can he drop to the bottom in the 40? And he'll do it. Dan McKeag Jr. in the naughty 40 drops down low. Josh St. Clair coming on the high side in the 14. Logan Melcher tries to follow on the top. St. Clair will clear Buzzell and drop to the inside. Now up tight on the back bumper of McKeag Jr. McKeag is going to pull up and St. Clair to the inside. Good clean racing now in the Pro Stocks at the halfway flags. Josh St. Clair takes over the top spot and McKeag drops back in single file. Here comes the 41 of Logan Melcher up to third and trying to reel down McKeag Jr. 3 laps to go this time for Josh St. Clair. Miller Buzzell, your early pole sitter, sits comfortably in 4th, and the rookie Matty Beers makes up 5th. Two laps to go. St. Clair out to a comfortable margin, leaving them to duke it out for second between McKeag Jr. and Logan Melcher. Two numbers in sequence, number 40 and number 41. Sitting second and third, coming to the checkered flag. This one's going to go to Josh St. Clair. Jamie Wright sleeping on that one. Nick Hinckley capitalizes and quickly puts a couple car lengths on him and the rest of the pack. Shane Lane on the 0-2 trying the top side, but here comes the other Shane. Shane Clark will motor on by for third in the 21. Everybody moving up the bottom, as well as Kevin Douglas moves up to fourth in a hurry. Nick Calvert in the 07 will crack the top 5. Hinckley loves what he's seeing with almost a straightaway on Jamie Wright. Side by side for third. Kevin Douglas to the top side of Shane Clark to take over third in the 18. Jamie Wright looks to be Kevin Douglas's next victim. 5 laps in the books, 5 to go for Nick Hinckley. Kevin Douglas up tight on the back bumper of the 84, looking to take over second. Douglas, the defending champion, is going to play nice and take the top side around the 84 of Jamie Wright. A dead heat for second place going into turn 3. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go for the 15 of Nick Hinckley. Douglas still working on right now with just a fender advantage for that second position. Two corners to go for Nick Hinckley. Your final Pro Stock heat goes to Hinckley in the 15. Side by side at the line for second, it goes to Kevin Douglas by a fender. And Jamie Wright settles for third in the second Pro Stock heat race.
All right, folks, get settled in, and it's time to introduce you to our drivers. First, we do want to jump up to the head of the field right beside the Norm's Used Cars pace car and welcome the representatives from the United States Air Force that are here with us today. Thank you for your service. And now your drivers, starting in the 20th position, driving car number 34, DJ Moody. In the 19th starting position, driving car number 19 out of Biddeford, welcome Andy Cahurl. In the 18th starting position, driving car number 1 from Woolwich, welcome Jeff Davis. Starting 17th and driving car number 32 from Edgecombe, welcome Brandon Sprague. In the 16th starting position is a two-time champion here at Wiscasset Speedway, making his return after a 4-year hiatus. In car number 35 from Wiscasset, welcome back Mike Orr. Starting in the 15th position is last year's winner of the AMSOIL Dominator Strictly Shootout, the rookie out of Etna. In car number 74, welcome Keith Drost. Starting in the 14th position, driving the 00 out of Woolwich, welcome Nick Morton. Another driver returning, another champion driver returning after a few years off in the number 11 out of Woolwich. Starting 13th today, welcome Kevin Sherman. To the 12th starting position, another two-time Super Street champion, driving car number 11 from Boothbay, welcome Jason Oakes. The top winner in the division last year starts today in the 11th position, driving car number 27 from Scarborough, welcome Richard Bubba Pelton. The 2021 Super Street champion returns to the ride after a year off, driving the Ward & Sons number 05 out of Wiscasset. Welcome James Osmond. To the inside of row 5 is a 7-time track champion here at Wiscasset Speedway. In the number 03 out of Chelsea, welcome Morris Young. To row number 4 on the outside, starting in the 8th position. In car number 41 from Buxton, welcome Nicole Benincasa. This guy's been a late model hot shoe the last few years. This is his first time in a Super Street in 16 seasons, but he's a two-time champ himself. In car number 25 from Waldoboro, starting 7th today, welcome Will Collins. To row number 3 on the outside, starting in the 6th position, driving car number 54 from Wiscasset, welcome Noah Haggett. To his inside, starting in 5th, in car number 85, is a longtime veteran and champion racer out of Pownell. Welcome the K1 kid, Kenny Harrison. To row number 2 on the outside is your reigning Super Street champion. He did it as a rookie last year, driving the Ward & Sons number 50 out of Wiscasset. Welcome Brett Osmond. To his inside on row 2, starting in the 3rd position, driving car number 58 from Westport. Welcome David Greenleaf. And some stout veteran competition up on the front row. Starting on the outside in 2nd, in car number 09 from Warren. Welcome Ryan Ripley. And at the pole position is a 5-time Wiscasset track champion in car number 33 from Liberty. Welcome Josh St. Clair. Folks, that's your starting lineup. Let's get our drivers strapped in and ready to race. All right, drivers are all ready, folks. Let's send it back down to Nick.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Drivers, start your engines.
All right, Chief Starter Nate Sennett says time to cross the cars over. Josh St. Clair leading him first couple times through. Pulls out a couple car lengths already on the number 09 of Darren Ripley. David Greenleaf settled into 2nd. Kenny Harrison into 3rd, that is. Kenny Harrison 4th. Side by side for 5th. Will Collins in the 25. Brett Osmond on the outside settles it down into the 6th position, just ahead of his old man James Osmond, in behind him, racing side by side with Noah Haggett. Haggett, the first car up on the high side, trying to hang on there for position outside of James Osmond. A little further back, the 11 of Jason Oakes settles it down in behind Nicole Benincasa. That leaves Haggett as the only car working the outside lane. He's actually doing pretty well, holding his own nicely in a side-by-side battle for 7th. St. Clair already out to a half straightaway cushion, built it up to about a 2.5 seconds. Ripley all alone in 2nd. Then comes David Greenleaf. Nice run for him today in the 3rd spot. Now things heating up for 4th, as Kenny Harrison's got company on his outside. Will Collins setting the car up on the outside. Collins just seeing the car for the first time today, so getting acclimated pretty well as a couple champions go door to door for 4th. Brett Osmond holding down the 5th position. 6th, that is. Brett holding 6th. Father and son racing 6th and 7th in the racing order. St. Clair now puts the one car of Jeff Davis a lap down as he continues to stretch out his advantage to over 2 seconds. As I said, St. Clair only ran one round of practice. Ran the first practice and put it up on the jack stands as he was content. That battle for fourth still heating up as Harrison and Collins remain side by side. Little contact onto the front stretch. Kenny trying to widen out that number 85, and now Brett Osmond has moved up a couple spots. Brett now pressuring Collins. Got to give another shout out to David Greenleaf in that 58. Looking to pick up his first podium here in the Super Streets. They'll go 3 wide out of turn 2 as Jeff Davis steps up out of the way to let a good side-by-side battle get by him. Noah Haggett starting to drift back now as that outside lane not working for him. He's shuffled back a couple spots now into the 8th position. Now father and son going at it again. James Osmond gets a nose under Brett. They'll go wheel to wheel. That is for the 6th and 7th position. They'll make it 18 laps complete this time by the stripe for Josh St. Clair. Checking out. His lead is built up to 3.5 seconds now. St. Clair will put Brandon Sprague a lap down as they get through 1 and 2.
Halfway flags are out, 20 laps complete, 20 laps to go in the 40-lap spotlight event for the Super Streets. Super Streets brought to you each and every week by Gosline Insurance Group. Top 3 all stretched out. St. Clair, Ripley, and Greenleaf. Once again, Greenleaf looking for his first ever feature podium finish. Kenny Harrison in the 85 and Will Collins in the 25 make up your top 5. But Will Collins has a little bit of company with the seasoned veteran James Osmond in the 05 knocking on the door. DJ Moody in the blue number 34 going a lap down and forcing those guys to go single file underneath as Noah Haggett is going to have to check up and drop back down to the bottom. They will do it. Whoa, close quarters going into turn 3. They are bumper to bumper for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Will Collins, James Osmond, and Noah Haggett. Brett Osmond, the son, in the 50. Not too far behind. He's the defending Super Street champion. Just outside of that top 5 battle. It is a 3-car battle for 5th now. Side by side, Will Collins and Osmond is making the top side work. He will motor on by Collins and take over 5th. James Osmond clears the 25 and gets back down to the inside. Noah Haggett getting stuck up high a little bit too long. Brett Osmond trying to work the inside of him. James Osmond now reeling in the 85 of Kenny Harrison. But it's a long ways to go if they want to crack the top 3. Greenleaf in the 58. Almost a straightaway on the rest of them for 4th on back. Caution free so far. We're coming up on 10 laps to go. Next time around will be 10 laps to go for Josh St. Clair.
Yeah, it's bonus time now for the Super Streets as Josh St. Clair completes lap 30. The interval now 5.5 seconds. Greenleaf holding 3rd all alone. Kenny Harrison comfortable in 4th, but now he's got some company as James Osmond starts to come to life in the number 05 up on the outside of Harrison. That is for 4th. Noah Haggett coming with him in the 54. Haggett starting to find some speed in that number 54 car. These guys normally run a 30-lap feature, so a little extra 10 laps on the table for these guys today. Osmond and Harrison mixing it up a little bit back there in that battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Noah Haggett making that outside lane work. Sounds like things going sour a little bit in the 25 of Will Collins. And how about that? Josh St. Clair putting Bubba Pelton a lap down. That doesn't happen very often. Inside the final 5 laps to go, this time by the stripe. Josh St. Clair not content to ride behind the lap traffic. He is quickly picking his way through. He's got Sherman and Morton ahead of him now. The interval still 5.5 seconds. Josh still driving that car for Mike Hodgkins. They just had a whole new look on it. And going back to Josh St. Clair's familiar number 33. Jeff Davis calling it a race. He taps out with 36 complete. Making 37 for St. Clair. Popsicle sticks in the air. Josh St. Clair coming to 2 to go this time by the stripe. White flag lap coming at you this time, and Sprague goes around. Not sure Brandon Sprague had a tire going down. They were just about to take the white flag, but it was not collected. Well, let me double check with scoring.
Well, Will Collins woed it up in the 25, and Sprague was coming in hot behind him. So I'm not sure if Sprague got on the brakes a little quick or if Collins possibly put some fluid down in turn 1. We're definitely going to want to have them check that out. Will Collins was coming to a halt there or shutting it down, and he's still having trouble getting to the pits. So definitely major malfunctions for the 25 of Will Collins.
All right, just double check with scoring. Josh was so far ahead. I was looking back further. Josh did already take the white flag, so if the leader takes the white flag and there's a caution after that, the race is complete. They freeze the field and how they were running at the end of the last completed green flag lap. So this race is official with 39 laps complete. St. Clair the winner. The only adjustment in the scoring is the driver that was involved in the caution being the 32 of Brandon Sprague. So St. Clair gets the win. Ripley second, Greenleaf third, James Osmond 4th, Noah Haggett 5th, Kenny Harrison 6th in the 85, Brett Osmond 7th in the 50, Jason Oakes 8th, Nicole Benincasa 9th, and Kevin Sherman 10th in the number 11S. So there's your unofficial top 10. All right, our top three are down there. Time to send things down to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. Nick Huff's got your winner as he's getting ready to hop out.
That's right, folks, and here he comes out of the 33. Let him hear it. Josh St. Clair. All right, Josh. Stout piece, doing double duty with the Pro Stock and continuing some pretty good dominance from last year. Car is still obviously very stout.
Yeah, it's the thing unloaded fast. Jeff Burgess put a setup in it and changed it around. They had a little shock change in the off season, so he put a hot setup in it. Man, he's the man today.
All right, yeah. Anybody else you want to thank, Josh?
Yeah, I got to thank Mike and Ken and Lloyd and the guys over there. And this one can be for Dwayne Love. You know, we lost him, so congrats. I mean, not congrats, but this one's to him. And I got to thank my wife, my kids, and my mother, and everyone over there. It's been a long off season putting together that new Pro Stock. That was a long, tall order, but we got her done. It's pretty fast. I don't know if I can beat Kevin, but we'll see.
Yeah, you guys were in separate heats, so we'll find out in the feature, won't we?
We will, but I got one win.
There he is, Josh St. Clair, everybody. Nice win in the Super Streets for him. And solid runner-up honors in the 09 go to Ryan Ripley. Let him hear it, folks. Ryan, on Facebook, it sounded like this was a last-minute decision to get the car going.
It wouldn't be right if we weren't last minute. Yeah. No, me and Darren just sitting in the shop, just sitting over in the corner, and said, well, why not? Let's just go over and try it. So Silas is going to be in this thing soon, my little nephew. He'll be the wheelman coming up.
So, but Silas is going to be in a late model next week, though, too, right?
Yes, he is. He's been trying out the late model, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
All right. I'm sure you were hoping for one caution, maybe size things up with Josh, one more shot.
I think we were racing for second all day anyways. He's been the class of the field all day, so congrats to him, and we'll try again later on.
All right. Nice job, Ryan. And let this guy hear it, his first ever Super Street Top 3. The 58, David Speedleaf Greenleaf.
Hey, how we doing?
You pretty excited, David?
Oh, yeah. I told you I'd see you up here.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you did. I was trash-talking you a little bit, and I got what was coming to me.
Hey, I had nothing for Josh or Ryan, but I'll get there.
So, Logan, he's the one calling the shots, or what?
He's the spotter.
He was definitely some excited, and I'm very happy for you and anybody else you want to thank, David.
I got to thank all my sponsors who get me here. Primo Glass, Ward & Sons Construction, Good & You, Apple Valley, Red's Eats, and Shannon's Unshelled. I couldn't do it without them.
All right, David Speedleaf, everybody, his first podium in the Super Streets. One more time for our Super Street Spotlight Top 3.
All right, thank you very much, Nick Huff, and congratulations to our top 3 down there at Victory Lane. I want to remind you, folks, that Coastal Auto Parts Napa is your locally owned and operated automotive parts provider. Your experience is their top priority, which is why their team is equipped with the Napa know-how to make sure that you leave with the right part every time. Need a part or have an automotive-related question? Just call or stop by today. Like their Facebook page to stay up to date with all the latest sales, offers, and events, or visit any one of their 28 locations throughout the state of Maine, or go visit their website at capnapa.com.
Brackett's Market is located on Front Street in the heart of beautiful downtown Bath. We want to thank Brackett's Market for their support of this division, and they are 2x2 up front. Josh Hall and Ben Burgess. Can't get much closer than that coming out of the final corner. Good hard racing for the first 2 rows, and Taylor Lane makes it a top 5 mix. Still just as they were for the first lap between the front 2, Ben Burgess and Josh Hall. The Jackrabbit, Jack McKee in the 28, will clear Reno and solidify his 3rd place spot at the moment. Reno pulls it in single file, right up tight on the back bumper. What a great race for the top spot. The noses are dead even going into turn 3. Josh Hall fighting hard on the high side. And Jack McKee is picking up the draft and waiting to see which lane moves. The 28 car is right up tight on your leaders, as well as Reed Reno making another effort at third. Reed Reno right up tight on the back bumper of the 28. Taylor Lane still holding on to the top 5, keeping them all honest. Reno opens up the bottom just a bit out of turn 4, and Taylor Lane sticks a nose underneath. Slight contact down the back chute. I think I saw a little wobble on Josh Hall. He's going to clear Burgess and take over the lead. And Hall in the 117 will quickly put a couple car lengths on Burgess. Jack McKee another couple car lengths behind second place. Starting to get pretty well sorted out. Taylor Lane still rounds out the top 5, and Jacoby Thacker in the 51 is lingering right there.
Last year, tied Silas last time.
15 laps to go. Josh Hall had 4 wins last season. The high win tally tied with Silas Ripley last season for the 4-cylinder pros. 4 apiece for Josh Hall and Silas Ripley. Ripley won the championship, though, right?
No.
No.
Daniel Harding did.
Oh,
Ripley didn't run enough races. Yep.
Last year's 4-cylinder Pro Stock champion was Daniel Harding, and obviously we've seen he's moved up to the Pro Stock ranks. Josh Hall was runner-up in the 4-cylinder Pros Points Championship. Once again, 4 wins last season and getting off to a good start this year so far, coming around for 10 laps left. Ben Burgess, Jack McKee, and Reed Reno. Second, third, and fourth. Reno has another good run going into 3. Ben Burgess had 2 wins last season. And then a couple of rookies are right behind him. Jack McKee and Reed Reno, rookies this season in the 4-cylinder Pros. Right up tight this time. Jack McKee gets a good run out of turn 2 on Burgess. Slight contact being made in 3 and 4. Oh boy. Close quarters for the second place honors. Josh Hall walking away with it. Ben Burgess has them running side by side in the rearview mirror now. Reed Reno capitalizes, and he'll take over third on the inside of Jack McKee. McKee had a little wobble, allowing Reed Reno to get to the inside, and now there's 5 laps remaining.
Yeah, Nick, Reed Reno actually in one of the practice rounds today backed that car into the backstretch wall, crinkled up the rear end of the car, but they were able to get the braces back under it, put a new bumper cover on there, and it looks like he's none the worse for wear. The kid's really hustling there in third.
I like the body on that. Looks like they retrofitted a AR Pro Stock nose on it, and it looks pretty good. Josh Hall with a straightaway margin. He'll see the 2 laps to go flags this time. And the battle is certainly not over for second. Under a blanket, bumper to bumper, they are stacking up once again. Burgess, Reed Reno, and Jack McKee. One more lap to sort it out. Chastity Shorty in the 19 will stay on the lead lap, and Josh Hall will take the checkered. 2-time winner last season, Ben Burgess will take second place honors. And third goes to the rookie, Reed Reno.
Yeah, spirited battle back there for second, third, and fourth, and a little contact, but good, respectful racing. Those guys got it sorted out, and let's send things trackside once again. Nick Huff's got your top 3 in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane.
That's right, and tied with the winningest driver last season with 4 wins, Josh Hall climbs out to make it an opening day win today. Congratulations, Josh. Let him get the helmet off and finish second in the points last year. Josh, you going for a championship this season?
Yes, we are.
You're out of breath. Was this thing pretty hard to work it?
No, I'm just excited.
Oh, it's an excited out of breath. All right, Josh. Well, it was a good spirited battle side by side with Ben for quite a while, and then once you cleared him, you just checked out. Who do you got to thank?
Oh, I got to thank Rent-A-Cut Custodial Crew, Barnyard Automotive, Where's Your Sign, Troy Bean Trucking, Wooden Sons Pellets, and my dad, my mom, my spotter, and crew chief, everything.
All right, Josh Hall in the 117, looking stout today. Ben Burgess, 2 wins last season, a solid second place run, and yeah, Ben, what's it gonna take to catch that machine?
It's gonna take something, but we'll get there, I think.
And then you had a rear view mirror full for sure. So how'd that have you with them all over the bumper?
Yeah, I was a bit on edge because the car wasn't going my way, and I don't know.
Yeah, they were certainly keeping you on edge, that's for sure. Who do you got to thank, Ben, on the second place run?
My grandfather, my dad, my grandmother, my mom, everyone that comes out to watch.
All right, there he is, folks. Runner-up honors, Ben Burgess. And the rookie, he had a couple of seat time races last season, but this is his first full season in the 77. Reed Reno comes home with a podium. Who do you got to thank, Reed?
Bawberry Concrete, Reno's Excavation, Midcoast Excavation, DAR Construction, Marty Hill and Son Painting, Creative Play Childcare, AAA, my dad, everybody that's helped work on my car, my mom, and yeah.
You have fun out there?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, he is grinning from ear to ear. That's what it's all about, folks. One more time for your top 3.
Pace car will take the turn in. It's time to kick the beehive. Here we go. Green flag is out. Nick Bulkelly in the number 33 will bring him down. Actually, that's Tyler Leclerc in the 33. Nick Bulkelly's in the 27. He settled it into second. Jacob Burns settles it into third. Guys finding the bottom side of the track. The 29, Cole Roby, moves into fourth. Then the 41 of Trent, or 44 of Trent Goodrow. Some fast cars trying to pick their way up through the middle of the pack. That 33 car of Leclerc was stout right from the get-go in heat number 1, led it green to checkers. Little 3-car breakaway now, a little space back to the 29 car of Cole Roby. Trying to keep up with those out-of-state cars. Behind Roby, it's the 44, Trent Goodrow, Kevin Davis in the 10, Jake Kelly in the 85, Helger in the 99, Casey in the 34, and David Stone in the number D3, rounding out your top 10. These guys hustling around lap times about 17.2 to 17.5 seconds. Translates to an average speed of about 77, 78 miles per hour around this 3/8 mile oval. Leclerc now trying to gets a little breathing room from that other pair, and they're going now wheel to wheel for second. Jacob Burns makes a move and jumps up into second, puts Bo Kelly back into third. Cole Roby still holding fourth. That hasn't changed. Neither has fifth in the 44 car of Trent Goodrow. Looks like the 57 of Mike Delvecchia is the first car in the crosshairs for your race leader. Gets the attention of assistant flagman Larry Arsenal working the passing flag this afternoon. Delvecchia will hold it down to the bottom. The race leaders will go out around. $11 complete. They'll make it 12 complete this next time by the stripe. $33, a little out of shape, and look at the leader. That interval closing right down to less than a car length now at halfway. Jacob Burns closed up that gap to within a couple car lengths. The 33 car having some handling issues coming out of turn 2. Spin on the backstretch. 57 car of Delvecchia collects another ride on the backstretch. A pace car ready to come back in. Green flag is back out. Side by side, they go once again down to turn 3, but it shakes out with Leclerc back in charge. And there is a swarm of race cars back behind them, racing for third position back. Jacob Burns settles into second, then comes Bo Kelly in the 27. These guys did group time trials during the third and final practice session, and then heat races set up the starting order for their racing order this afternoon in the 25-lap feature. Tyler Leclerc, looks like turn 2 has been his problem throughout this race. You see Leclerc able to close in that gap, or Burns, that is, able to close in the gap to the race leader. Little smoother through the turn that time. Maintains about a car and a half to 2 car length advantage. Bo Kelly all alone there in the third spot, but he's Got a comfortable cushion now over the 44 car of Trent Goodrow. One car that's been on the move quietly but confidently, Richie Helger in the number 99 out of Rhode Island. He's moved into the top 5. And now he is pressuring Trent Goodrow in the 44 car for the 4th position. Side by side now for the lead. And things starting to get a little crazy. They got Goodrow out of the way in the 44. Laps winding down and Leclerc trying to hold on. Bumper to the 13 car, puts the bumper on the 33. They'll go wheel to wheel for the lead in turn 3. Put Burns in the lead, but Leclerc wants the payback now in turn 4. Jacob Burns kept the leader in his sights and jumps with 2 laps to go. 99 car still on the move, but he may run out of time but at his shot at a podium. Now the 13 starting to stretch out his lead. White flag will fly this time by. Looks like Leclerc and the 33 have been fighting handling problems. Jacob Burns gets the win. Tyler Leclerc second. Nick Bulkelly finishes in third. Richie Helger up from the back of the pack, able to bring it home in fourth. Cole Roby in the top 5 the whole race. He finishes in 5th. Hopping out with a win and a word from Nick Hoff down in Victory Lane.
Let him hear it in the 13. Jacob Burns with the Nelcar Legends win. Jacob Rowdy Burns, as the name tag says. And it certainly did get rowdy in the last couple laps. You had to do what you had to do, right, Jacob?
Yeah, I was staying behind him, trying to see if I can pass him on the inside a little bit more cleaner, but every time I tried to get inside, it was just a little bit of chop, so I had to do what I had to do. He got loose off a 2, got into 3, and used a little bit of a bumper, but it wasn't too much.
Who do you got to thank for sponsors on the 13 machine?
Huge thanks to JPP Racing, my main racing page on Facebook. I'd like to thank them, my spotter, Hugh Bowser, and Nick Lascola Racing.
All right, great run for Jacob Burns, everybody. Now on to Tyler Leclerc. He led the most laps and definitely put on a good fight. Tried a little crossover move and give him the bumper right back, Ty, but settled for second.
Yeah, I had nothing at the end. I tried so hard. I was pretty good up until that first caution, but after that, I just didn't fire off. I was loose from then on, but, you know, congrats to Jacob. I tried my absolute hardest, but, you know what? Career best finish, I'll take it. So, you know, I got to thank everybody who helps me out, my mom, my dad especially, everybody for coming out, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunt, my sister. So, you know, good run, but we'll take it.
All right, what a good sportsman, Tyler Leclerc. Heck of a run. Definitely gave him all he had. And third place goes to Nick Bulkelly. Is that how you pronounce it?
Bulkeley.
Bulkeley. All right, Nick Bulkeley in the 27 car. Didn't have much for the top 2. What's it going to take to catch them?
I mean, we were fast all day, but car was a little tight, and next time I'll get them.
All right, Nick, who do you got to thank for sponsors on the 27 car?
I'd like to thank my dad, Kristen, and TS Motorsports.
All right, thanks for coming out, you guys, joining our our Group 1 opening day. Heck of a car turnout for the Geo Motorsports Nelcar Legends. The podium pictures taken care of, and we'll send it back up booth side with Ken.
All right, thank you, Nick Huff, and congratulations to our top three down there in Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. And he's ready to race on the outside of Zach Audette. Here we go. Green is out. Audette leads him down the back chute to turn 3. Weber sets it up wide to try to get a good run on him. And we got a lot of smoke down into turn 3 and a first caution for this one. And what's a Thunder 4 race without somebody kicking up some dirt? The original starting lineup minus the 37 of Brody Cook. Oh, another car we didn't see in the heat race action, and actually I don't even think his transponders work, and that number 58, that is David Greenleaf's father, David Greenleaf Sr., making his racing debut. We got to spin up at the top of turn 4, and I believe that may be Mr. Greenleaf right there. Well, I called his number, and he's the recipient of the second caution of this race. And we'll try it once again, third time. Hopefully a charm on this one. Green flag is back out. Audette back in charge. Weber not content to ride in his tire track. Sets up to the outside once again. Shane will use every inch of real estate he has available out there. Actually, he and Audette both love to run right out under the flag stand on the front stretch. Cook is now up into third. That's Derek Cook in the 88C. Derek was a feature winner last year. Fourth place right now held by Mickey Landry Jr. in the 7X. As we mentioned earlier, that's the car that Shane Weber drove to the division championship last year. Weber in a new ride this season. Zach Audette starting to pull away from that second and third place battle. Looking to pick up right where he left off at the end of last season. Oh, a couple cars together on coming out of turn 4. And that was likely the save of the day. Ryan Stillwell in the 81 didn't know what lane he wanted to be in, and right into the door of that number 7 car. Not sure if Stillwell may have a tire going down, or something bent, because that car keeps drifting out wider and wider out of the turn. Yeah, problems have gotten a little too much for the 81 car. Something was going on with that car in the handling, and probably something bent or a tire going down, and he heads down pit road. We'll call it a race early. It's Audette, Weber, and Cook, 1, 2, 3. Then you got to go back a straightaway to find Ricky Austin in the 42 car running in fourth, just ahead of Gunnar Jocelyn. Mickey Landry with a great save in that number 7 car, was right up on 2 wheels, brought it back down and holds on to the 6th position. Bruce Hall Jr. in the 57 runs in 7th, Donnie Fletcher 8th, Michael Golding 9th, and Chess Williams 10th right now in car number 46. They're saying the 77 of Steve Hall has a flat right front tire. He's heading down pit side. Chief scorer Chris White letting them know halfway this time by the stripe. Chess Williams, the next driver in danger of going a lap down. Looks like Shane Weber is shaking off the challenge from Cook. Or that is maybe the handle going away on that 88 car. Cook starting to drift back a little bit away from the 7 of Shane Weber. Michael Golding off the pace in the number 26 car. He was running in 8th at the time. And he may be out of the race. Turning out to be a battle of attrition here with the Thunder 4 Minis. Gunnar Jocelyn has a handful of wheel on the 25. He nearly lost it coming out of turn 4. Audette puts the 8th place car of Mickey Landry a lap down. Steve Hall's got a new tire on the 77 car. He rejoins the field in the closing laps. "19 laps complete now for race leader Zach Audette. Audette also runs in the Outlaw Mini division. Audette will take his time working around the high side of his teammate Bruce Hall. Now, one thing that I don't think a lot of people realize in the crowd is the amount of time and help that Zach Audette gives to a lot of these other drivers, providing them with rides and advice and setup, and he knows whatever help he can get to get these guys out here to race. Audette will get 2 laps to go when they come back around to the stripe this time. 2 laps to go. Weber still comfortably in second. Derek Cook keeps him within a couple car lengths. He runs in third. Ricky Austin, the 42, coming around as your 4th place car. White Laundry and 1 more lap to go. Final time out of turn 4, checkers fly for Zach Audette. He'll take the win. Shane Weber takes second. Derek Cook third. Ricky Austin making sure he finishes the race. He'll go home in the 4th position. Gunnar Jocelyn 5th.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. We got Zach Audette climbing out of the 19 Thunder 4 Mini winner. At first, Zach, who do you want to thank on the 19 machine?
My wife, my crew, everybody, the fans. I'm glad to be back. I hope it's a good year. We'll see. I got to dedicate this to Paul Lyons.
All right, Zach, will we see you out next week? Do you have an Outlaw Mini coming back?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's what he says. Mr. Excitement coming back for Group 2 opening day. All right, on to runner-up honors. The defending champion in the 7, Shane Weber. Not quite enough for Zach, huh?
Nah, it is what it is. Get out front. It's easy to run a line, so we'll try again next couple weeks from now. But
it's a new car to you?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a new car. It's just happy to finish 25 laps. I brought it down 2 weeks in a row. It was good. I had issues with my other 2 cars. So that one just stayed home, but I got 2 more. Mickey will run one today, but he's just learning. He's a little big for the car, so he need to move the seat for him maybe, but playing.
All right. I wasn't sure if you sold it to him or you still own it, huh?
I own them. I got 4 of them. I got 1 more I'm going to get the head on too, but just having fun.
That's awesome. You own 4 cars in the Thunder 4 class. Well, Shane, we thank you very much for your support. Congratulations on your runner-up spot. And we're going to go to, it's Derek, right? Yeah. Derek Cook in the 88C rounding out the podium. Derek, fine run. Like I said, I think you're just a couple car lengths off of them, and but you and Shane are very evenly matched, and look forward to some more battles this season with you guys.
Oh, definitely. It was definitely a fun race. I'm fine with third, and I'd like to thank Shane Weber. This is his car. Let me run it. I'd like to say hi to my girlfriend, say hi to Ricky and Barbara, and that's about it.
All right, thanks, David. Congratulations on the top. Oh, Derek. Yeah, see, I knew I'd do that. Derek Cook. Congratulations on the top 3, and one more big round of applause for the Thunder 4 Mini Victory Lane.
We're ready to go racing. Time to light the fuse. It's the Norm's Used Cars Pro Stocks. Champions race side by side, and another champ, the defending champ, right behind him in third. St. Clair and Hinckley. Okay, caution, not for an issue on the track, but an issue here in the tower. Had a quick technical glitch in scoring, so they're going to go back to the original starting lineup. It cost them that starting position. We're going to give it another try now, this time by. Here we go. And just like last time, Nick Hinckley able to get the hammer down and bring Kevin Douglas with him up into second. Dan McCaig trying to fight for that third spot, but he's in a tough position. Trouble for Logan Melcher. Not sure if he had help, but he ends up looping it out of turn 2 that time. It's Hinckley and Douglas now on the front row. Couple of champs going at it again up there on the front row. Hinckley, as we said, rebounding after a tough luck season last year. A win on opening day would really turn things around for them. But he's going to have to earn it with that guy in his rearview mirror, Kevin Douglas. 6-time winner last year on the way to the championship, his 2nd career title here. As we expected, Josh St. Clair picking his way back up through traffic. St. Clair now up to 5th. Douglas gets a nose underneath as they get down the backstretch to turn 3. Put Douglas into the lead. Clear racetrack up ahead for the defending champ. Hinckley will try to keep pace just a car length back. Jamie Wright still there, comfortable in the 3rd spot. And don't count him out yet. Josh St. Clair from the back of the field is now up in the 4th. Last time by, Kevin Douglas turning a 14.80, 91 mile per hour average around this track. As we mentioned earlier, turned an unofficial 14.56 in practice earlier today. So we know there's speed in that car. It's maybe one of the only times that 18 car gets to start up toward the front, so he's going to make the most of it. Josh St. Clair now starting to turn up the pressure on that 84 of Jamie Wright. St. Clair peaks down low out of the turn. 14 car pinned right to the bottom. Jamie Wright trying to protect. St. Clair trying to set him up for a pass. St. Clair with a tire up alongside, dropped the tires off the edge of the banking over there in turn 3. Little bit of contact into the turn. St. Clair now has a fender up alongside. Evens up into turn 3. Leans on him in turn 4. Josh St. Clair completes the pass, put the number 14 car up into 3rd. Jamie Wright back to 4th. Dan McCaig still strong. The rookie in that number 40 car holding 5th. Shane Lane calling it a day. The number 02 will head down pit road. Leader still running about 15 flat. The fastest car on the track right now is St. Clair in the 14. He's about a couple tenths faster than the lead pair. But now Nick Hinckley starting to turn it up a little bit. Hinckley was the fastest last time by. Black flag set to fly in the 17 of Andy Gilbert. Halfway this time by, 20 down, 20 to go. The lead interval is just a little over a second. St. Clair a little less than a second behind Nick Hinckley. David Getchell heads down pit road. He may be done for the day. Kevin Douglas logging laps up front. Half straightaway cushion continues over Nick Hinckley. St. Clair closing in on Hinckley little by little. Couple of rookies with a strong showing today. Dan McCaig Jr. in the 40 and Matty Beers in the number 11. Beers holding down 6th. Josh St. Clair within a couple car lengths of Nick Hinckley now. He's able to chase him down. Now let's see if he's able to work a pass on the two-time champion. Looking to the outside into turn 1. Hinckley will keep that car right to the bottom and make St. Clair pass him on the outside. Kevin Douglas liking what he's seeing as he stretched his lead out to nearly 2 seconds. Miller Buzzell, first car up ahead, looking to go a lap down, compliments of Kevin Douglas. Hinckley got out of shape out of turn 2 that time, and St. Clair had a good run down the backstretch, and he'll take over second. And doesn't take long. He sets sail, pulls away from Hinckley with 10 laps to go. Douglas able to take his time working around that number 18 of Miller Buzzell. The interval right now is 2.2 seconds. Andy Gilbert back on the track in the 17, several laps down. Think they're going to black flag him again. That car's still smoking. St. Clair definitely faster, but will he have enough time to catch him? 1.9 seconds. He's knocked 0.3 off the lead so far. 1.8 seconds. St. Clair works around Miller Buzzell. The interval now down to about a half a straightaway. St. Clair getting about a 10th a lap on the race leader. But Douglas, the veteran, knows it's no need to panic at this time as they're inside the final 5. This time by 2 laps to go for Kevin Douglas, Josh St. Clair, and Nick Hinckley. No lap cars in between the top 2, but only 1 lap to go. 3/8 of a mile for Kevin Douglas. 6-time winner last year. Looking to kick off his defense of his title with a win here on opening day, and he will do just that. Checkers fly. Douglas gets the win. St. Clair second. Hinckley is third. Jamie Wright fourth, and how about this kid in the 40, the naughty 40? Dan McCaig Jr. brings it home in 5th. So one final time, let's send things trackside down to Coastal Auto Parts Victory Lane. Nick Huff's got your top 3 today for the Pro Stocks.
And thank you, Ken. A exciting, awesome opening day it has been. Our final winner of the evening, unstrapping, putting the hat on, and climbing out. Let him hear it, folks. Kevin Douglas. Oh, man, you got some fans, Kevin. And you definitely are the pro stock that had a target on his back. Everybody's watching your times in practice, and the defending champion. You did not disappoint, Kevin. Who do you got to thank? Tell us about that race.
Oh, geez, I got to thank so many people. Rich and Vanessa, you know, my parents, all my fans, my friends that came and helped me today. I don't have my brother this year, so Mike Landry stepped up and spots for me. Does an awesome job. I got to thank him, Ed, Justin, everybody in the pits. Yeah, that race, I mean, it kind of worked out. I got the lead early, and then it's just kind of maintain the gap and do what you can and not use it all up. So that's kind of what I was doing.
It was a bummer about the heat race, taking out 3, good cars. That kind of stunk. I think Garrett Hall might have had, a front-running car as well as the rest of them. But again, big congratulations, Kevin, and we'll see you out here running for back-to-back points, right?
Well, I mean, that's the plan, so we'll see. I got to thank all my sponsors real quick, though. TJ's Place came on board huge this year. John Sullivan's, Island Dairy Treat, Jordan Lumber, Alaqua Lounge, Strictly Roofing, 1890 Primitives, and JR Fabrication. they all make it possible in distance racing. Jeff Taylor, he's the man, so I got to thank him too.
All right, Kevin Douglas, ladies and gentlemen. And how about that run by Josh St. Clair? Joshua, coming from the rear, big upset there with the transponder thing, but heck of a run. Certainly made it exciting coming from the back.
Yeah, that's too bad. I hate to kind of give away that track position. Obviously, opening day is the best chance to start in the front and try to get a easier one. But I can't complain. First time out with it, and had a lot of speed. So I'm pretty happy. I got to thank M&S Spain, One Word Family Grocery, the Country and Coast Realty, and Odd Duvall's Auto Larrabee Construction, Dave's World, all the guys that busted over there. It's been a long few months putting this thing together. And first and foremost, Jeff Taylor for building the thing. He's got a fast piece, and there's no better way to really start the season other than one spot short.
That's right, Josh. Well, all right. Congratulations, Josh St. Clair, the Super Street win earlier and second place in the Pro Stock today. Can't complain. Nicholas, you and Josh made it exciting there for a couple laps. That must have been pretty fun.
Yeah, I figured he kind of misjudged it because got into me a little bit, but it's just so hard. We're all so close up top, and I see him closing a lot of gap. I was trying to give him enough room to go by, but you pretty much got to get as close as possible without hitting them to get by on the outside because we're so close. So, I mean, stuff happens. Congrats to Kevin. Got to thank Jeff Taylor. This winter we went all through this thing and finally have some speed back in it. Just need a little bit more. And my main sponsor, Ideal Portable Toilets, wouldn't be able to do it without them. They took over the whole car this year. So everybody down in the pits, my wife, both my kids, I wouldn't do it without them. So thank you.
Hey, that's awesome. I think that's every racer's dream is just to have one big sponsor take over the whole car and keep it clean. And I know you had a tough season last year, and it definitely looks stout in that race, for a good comeback.
Yeah, at least we got something to work on this time instead of bringing it home in a basket like last year. So, we'll just adjust for next week, and hopefully we have something for him.
All right, Nick Hinckley, everybody with the top three. That's going to do it for Group 1 opening day. Ken Minot, why don't you take us home?
All right, thank you very much, Nicholas, and we'll do just that. We want to thank you guys once again on behalf of Richard and Vanessa Jordan, the entire staff here at Wiscasset Speedway. Hope you've enjoyed opening day for Group 1 and hope you can get back here with us to do it once again, opening day, Group number 2. All the details will be on the website, wiscassetspeedway.com. Once again, thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your weekend. Please travel safely, and we'll see you next time.